Hey guys, it's your boy Kenny Boulder with another Pokemon video, and today we're going to be discussing about local game store shop owners buying out Pokemon cards. And basically, we have more evidence, we have more proof of this happening. And so I know and I understand that a lot of game stores, a lot of local card shops are usually good people. But the reality is that we're seeing more local card shops. If I want to be honest with you, they're scalping. So what this means is that they're using retailers, they're going to stores, and they're just buying out product that is meant for the public. They bring it back to their shop, and then they flip it and resell it for usually a markup value. And again, I want to give a huge shout out to the anonymous tipper. This is a person who decided to share this story with me, sharing me proof and evidence of this happening. And this story takes place in Detroit, Michigan. So we're going to watch a video that they sent me and go over why this is happening. And of course, there's a little bit of a surreal story to this. Apparently, this shop had a robbery this year, and now we see the owner scalping Pokemon cards. So this is kind of like a double whammy of just like, wow, this sucks for everyone. So here we go, right here. We have a quick 1 minute, 21 second video. This is Meijer. I'm pretty sure it's called Meijer, so we're going to watch this video.
So not even just one pouch?
Can do one?
I left one. I didn't think I left.
So this gentleman right here wearing the Lions t-shirt is the local store owner. And this is, again, a Meijer restock. The cards are right here, and apparently he has all the Prismatic Evolution cards. So he purposely picked out all the stuff that is considered more pricier, which is, again, the Prismatic Evolution pouches.
Yeah, I gave it to her so she could have it. I'll just
So he gave one, I guess, to one person, this lady right here, but he still took all the boxes.
Yeah, all the restocks. You'll be able to go on.
This is the only Meijer I go to. This is what I'm 12 now.
Oh, you probably took some if you really want it.
Like, again, the guy recording is just like, yeah, this is the only one I go to. And he's like, oh yeah, you'll find more later. Just come to my shop, you know? Come to my shop and you can buy one of these pouches later for you.
Yeah, see if they touch me.
This is so awkward.
Remember, always use your daughter to take it all. Never forget.
Yes. Is it ready?
I was kind of hoping they would. I thought they were coming out with a Cynthia.
I mean, there is more stuff here. I will say that. There's more cards here. So I guess he's not buying everything, but he's still buying a decent amount of accessory pouches. And again, the messaging here, again, is that local store, game stores are owners, at least, or workers. I don't know if this is the owner or the store, but he's just buying out stuff at the local retailer, and then he's going to resell it. So.
She wasn't the same person.
I can grab you.
Well, it's all gonna go. It's not.
It was like 40.
I'll tell you in a second. Because I've seen it. Facebook posts and
Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Yeah, no hesitation. Just buys out everything, takes off. So.
you just remember and then you watch the next.
Yeah, there's at least 15 or 10 of them in there.
That's what we saw.
And again, he has another bag of it, so he bought literally everything. So all the boxes he got.
Thank you so much.
And I guess there's some stuff here, so you're not gonna go home empty-handed. But if you want to get a pouch, well, this guy bought all of them. So he bought all the pouches. Of course, I asked my source, hey, can you give me some information and more information about what happened? And of course, they did. They sent me some text messages, and obviously, again, I'm going to have them remain anonymous because they chose to be anonymous. But the guy bought all the EV pouches. He's a store owner here in Metro Detroit. He has a crew of scalpers that come in and buy everything out at the Meijer and Walmart because they don't have limits. But we'll have a group of 4 or more to go to Target to buy their limits. It's starting to get really annoying around here. Yes, it is called First Edition Findings in Sterling Heights, Michigan. Look it up. There's a story about earlier this summer, that a store got broken into, and everyone in the community was happy about it and said it's his karma for the shit he does around here. Jesus, bro, that's crazy. His minions go out all over Metro Detroit all week long. There's the main one who's the shop owner, and then he has a group of goons. They're really pissing all the stores off here around here, making it near damn impossible for anyone around Detroit to get anything. So again, this is a tip of the iceberg. Only people who notice these things and patterns usually will speak up. And the reality is that there are store owners, there are stores who are profitable because they basically buy out all the stuff at retail, aka going to Walmart, going to local retailers, buy out all the product, and then resell and flip it back at their store. Which is, I would say personally, it's not illegal. I don't think you can get arrested or, penalized for doing that. But it is damn making it near impossible, like this guy says, if you're just a regular average consumer trying to buy Pokemon cards. And it's just annoying and frustrating because these guys, obviously, their income stems from Pokemon and from collectibles. And you're just seeing people who just have more free time, more incentive to go and buy all the Pokemon cards because then they can flip it and resell it at their local card shop. So I'm going to look and see about the story here, about their store being broken into now. So like I said, I found their shop. This shop here, again, first edition finds. They sell a lot of Pokemon cards here. There's like ETBs and stuff everywhere. There's a bunch of messages here. They only have like 32 followers. Again, they mentioned about their store. Back and better, safer than before. Here until 8 o'clock to say hi. We'd love to see ya. Love stock. Lots in stock from Labubus to singles to One Piece, even some Evolving Skies. So this is their new stop, and they're selling Labubus, And of course, I found the article that was referenced about how their stop was broken into. And again, $50,000 worth of Pokemon cards stolen from family-owned hobby shop. This was Sterling Heights, Michigan. A family-owned card shop was reeling after a thief stole $35,000 worth of Pokemon cards in a break-in. This was dated back in July 31st. And again, here's the whole video. So here's the video of them, the report of them, getting robbed. So
to a major loss for a Sterling Heights business after tens of thousands of dollars in Pokemon cards were stolen from a family-owned shop. A masked thief broke in early Wednesday, clearing shelves filled with the store's most valuable inventory. Tonight, the store's owner is speaking with 7 News Detroit reporter Carly Petras about what happened and the reward he's offering.
These glass shelves cleared here at First Edition Finds in Sterling Heights, and now the family-owned shop is looking for who did it.
They're picking up the pieces over here at First Edition Finds after a thief is caught on camera breaking into the family-owned hobby shop.
It was honestly something we were never expecting.
Owner Johnny Gappy says the person in the video ran off with about $50,000 worth of Pokemon cards.
He went specifically for the most expensive items and then made a beeline to our most expensive items behind the shelf. So
I'm going to say, I hope this guy was arrested. Obviously, I want to be crystal clear. What happened to this store owner is horrible. It sucks. Obviously, this is a crazy story in itself where we see a store owner go and buy Pokemon cards at retail, then flip it and resell it. But obviously, criminals who do this are also the scum of the earth as well, and they're a member of Team Rocket. And again, I wasn't kidding. When I first saw the messages, I was like, this is a crazy story. And now watching this myself, I'm like, wow, this sucks, bro. Like, I do feel for the owner, and it's kind of surreal that this happened to them. But like, Jesus, man, like, this just shows you why selling Pokemon cards right now is dangerous. It is risky. And again, I want to emphasize this. If you're here to make money to flip Pokemon cards as a business, this is the risk that you could possibly see, which is people who are thieves. And it's kind of like, the question I have to ask myself is it all worth this? And I think no. I think going to stores and buying out store products at like Walmart's and Meijer or whatever it's called, and then risking being robbed, that is not good. This is not being a good business, And I want to emphasize, it's a risk. You're taking a risk, and now you're also getting exposed by me in a way, the store owner, the store itself, because you are scalping Pokemon cards. It's just the truth, and I feel for you that you got robbed and that this sucks, your business. But I want to hear more about this. Like, this is wild.
he definitely was in the store and definitely knew what he was after and what he was looking for.
Gappy says he got a security alert on his phone just after midnight Wednesday.
So we pulled up the cameras and we actively saw the burglar inside, taking things and
Bro,
vandalizing the
this is
store.
Sterling Heights police were called to the store, but the thief got away before they arrived.
He targeted Pokemon cards. Why
Pokemon cards? Pokemon?
those?
They were the most expensive items in the store. A lot of them were graded cards, so they were in perfect condition. They weren't just a loose card that somebody had in a binder. They were cards that went out to a company that graded and made sure that card was a 10 out of 10 perfect. Like this card, for example, is worth $2,000.
Dude, insane. Again, I've said this before in a lot of my videos. I hate how people become obsessed with the value of Pokemon cards. I hate it. As a collector, as someone who just collects for fun, the fact that Pokemon cards is worth this amount of money is insane for me. And this is the problem. This is when things have gotten just out of control, where the prices, where the value, and it's really pushed all the average collectors out of the hobby. The only people that really are interested and are really invested in the hobby are literally, like, in my opinion, crypto bros who just want to have value in their collectibles now. And I feel like because of this, like, mindset of greed, of like, oh, this Pokemon card's worth so much more money, now you have petty criminals robbing people. And now you have store owners trying their best to basically make as much money as they can because they know they got a good business. And if you got a good business, you're going to make a lot of money. So the fact that this card is worth $2,000, in my opinion, is everything wrong right now with the Pokemon card hobby. I don't think any card should be worth that much. I just don't. It makes it feel like it's super unattainable, and it just makes it the hobby even more like greedy and dystopian. So
Just this one single card.
First Edition Finds has only been open for about 2 months.
wait, bro. So this was made in July, okay? So this video was made in July. This whole story came out in July. That means the store has been open only since May. That is insane. I feel like that means everything in the store was has been stuff that just came out this year. Like, actually, no, it does make sense. There's black or white flare, black bull. There's only stuff that came out this year. All this stuff is from this year alone. So, Journey Together, Masquerade, obviously Prismatic Evolutions, literally the video that I got sent here. So, the Eevee pouches, surprise boxes, Labubus, you have Labubus there. This store has only been open in the last 4 months. So that is crazy that they got around for $50K.
And despite this,
Is that like scalper prices? Is that market prices? You know, like maybe it's worth less, but you know, because if you're a scalper, you're buying stuff for retail usually. So maybe it's worth like $15,000 a product that they bought for. I don't know. Maybe they didn't mention it was singles and it was like PSA 10s. So
setback, Gappy says he's not giving up on what he calls a passion.
These were cards that I accumulate.
Cash reward to anyone who helps identify the suspect. He's also warning other hobby shops to stay vigilant.
All I can say is just try to lock everything up you can. Just be aware of the people and the customers inside your store, because it's definitely scary what's going on.
So now we have to do a little bit of Detective Pikachu because I want to make sure it's the same guy. It really is. This is the same owner. Here he is again at the store buying all of the accessory pouches for the Eevee boxes here. And yeah, I mean, he's buying all of them. This is literally like at least 10 boxes here. And all of them were at the local retailer. He went in, bought most of them. And here he is again at this store. And literally you can see the pouches right behind him. You know, like I hate to say this. I hate to be that guy, but like I still have to call this out. You know, I still, at the end of the day, I feel for the store owner. Obviously, getting robbed is horrible, but you are being you're a scalper. This is scalper practices. You're buying stuff at retail that is limited or highly sought out by consumers and by people, and then you're gonna bring it back to your store and you're flipping it and reselling it at probably inflated or higher prices. That is the definition of scalping. And I really appreciate my source, my tipper who sent me this story, because this is a crazy story. I don't think, you know, like, end of the day, it does suck that you got robbed. I think that a store owner who got robbed is, yeah, like that's kind of wild. But the fact that it's only been like less than 2 months since you got robbed, like I don't know what to say. Like this is a weird situation. And I'm not an expert. I'm just a guy on YouTube with opinions. And in my opinion, I think if your business practice is to resell and flip Pokemon cards by buying the product that is available at retailers, that is not a good business practice. That is not, you know, that's not being a passionate member of the collector hobby. That is just, you're just a business person trying to make money off of fans, off of collectors. And I know that some folks will be like, well, Kenny Boulder, maybe he is a fan. Maybe he just wants to share. I guarantee you, nah, man. All these cards, all this stuff here is probably marked up. And most store owners here are not going to sell retail. I bet you go in there right now, you go see what they're selling for those EV pouches. It is not going to be what he bought for retail. It's going to be marked up to what I would say market prices, which is probably going to be like $40 extra. And so I hate to say this, guys. I mean, this is also just looks bad, you know? Like, if you're a store owner and you don't have distribution access, and your actual own distribution access is to go to your local, like, retailer, that is not a good way to get more stock and inventory. I'm sorry. I know a lot of, like, you know, local card shops are, like, pissed off because of the distribution process. Pokemon Company has made it very clear that they're, you know, marking up everything, and everything has to be marked up now. But again, I have undeniable proof that this individual right here, at least, he went to a local retailer, like a Walmart, a grocery store, a retail store. He bought all the product with the intention to resell at his local card shop. And that is the story of this video. It is now about his store being robbed for $50,000 worth of product. It is now about how, you know, what is right or wrong about, like, oh, you know, if you're a collector, what kind of collector are you? No, the story and the idea in this whole video is a local card shop owner was exposed and caught buying Pokemon cards at a retail store, and then now is reselling it at his card shop, at his local business. And I think that is morally not okay. I'm not going to debate, and I'm not going to defend anyone who robs or harasses, or I'm not going to defend that. I'm not. I don't think that it's okay to be like, oh, look at this guy. Like, no, he's a victim as well. He got robbed by a thief, and obviously that's not okay. I just think that it's kind of wild to see people continuously doing this in this hobby, because the market, the current state of the hobby is bad. It is. There's so few Pokemon cards right now, and the only people that are buying it are unemployed people or usually scalpers. And now we have local card shop owners buying stuff and then flipping it as well in their local card shop. And that's not okay. I think that's really fucked up. I don't think that anyone who can defend that, and I think anyone who does, is dumb, because it's like, why are you defending scalpers? These are still scalpers, you know? They're just reselling it at their store instead of on Facebook Marketplace or eBay. And for me, that is scalping. And so I'm not going to, you know, like, I can already feel like I know the comments, and the comments are going to be about like, well, it's his money. He can do whatever he wants. And it's like, listen, man, I get what you're trying to say, but like, that's part of the problem. The problem is that most collectors, most regular people are not able to buy stuff. And the only people that are able to buy stuff, again, are literally unemployed people or scalpers. And again, scalpers can be anyone. They can be anyone. A scalper, again, is someone who resells for profit, who wants to make money off of it. And I would even put in Pokemon investors in the scalper, like, bubble here. Because Pokemon investors are, oh, I'm going to buy stuff, keep it sealed, and let it invest, and then sell it later. And that's like, yo, that's the same fucking thing as selling it the day after. You're just waiting like a couple of years, I guess, when it's worth more money, supposedly. That in itself is literally scalping, because you're taking stuff out of the market. And there's going to be people like me. I don't want to open it. If I saw a Prismatic Evolution EV pouch, I'd be like, I'd buy it, I'd take it home, I'd open it, make a video about it. It'd be a great time. But right now, the market is so, like, it's just impossible. I go to any store. Best Buy, GameStop, Walmart, Target. I'm not going to find jack shit. And then I'm gonna see like videos like this guy right here buying out all the Eevee pouches, and then in the same video that he's being interviewed after getting robbed, there's like 4 boxes in the back. And this was older. So the video I had is recent. So he's recently doing this. He's recently still going into stores, buying stuff, and putting it back in his store and then reselling it. So you can see why this is frustrating for collectors. You can see why this is like bad view. This looks horrible. This looks like, it's like seeing something that you don't want to see. End of the day, guys, I want to give a huge shout out to my non-stipper. My non-stipper had a video, footage of the store owner literally scalping Pokemon cards at the store. And then I, gave me context. I asked some questions like, all right, who's this guy? What does he do? What's the store? And they gave me details. They did. And I'm going to ask, and I'm going to tell you right now, this video is an opinion. It really is. I like to expose scalpers, but I don't know the full picture. I don't know the whole story. I just have the footage that's been given to me, that's been made available. And of course, I just go look at the store, find stuff, and there it is. And so it just looks bad, and it's very a bad, view for me to see like, hey, you're a store owner, your store got robbed, and here you are at another store buying product to, probably resell the Pokemon cards. And so these stores are everywhere, all over the country. It doesn't matter. I've covered stories in Florida, California, Colorado, Texas, now Michigan, New York. I mean, I'm covering this everywhere. And the reality is that people like this are everywhere across the country. And there's people like this also in the United Kingdom and all over the world, in Japan. So I feel like this is not a uncommon story anymore, where local card shop owners or shop employees are caught buying stuff at retailers and then going back to their private small businesses and then reselling the stuff. It's not news anymore. And in fact, we see more of this more and more because the distribution process is broken, because Pokemon cards are, they're just scarce. They're just not available. And it's led to this like insane mentality of like, hey, if you want to make your business succeed, you gotta do some shitty things like scalp Pokemon cards. And that sucks. I'm gonna call you out on that. And so if you are inspired by this video and you know people who are doing this, please email me, DM me, retweet at me. I'll ask you questions. I'll be like, yo, tell me, give me some context, give me some evidence, give me some proof. Because I can't work on hearsay. I have to work with actual evidence, pictures, videos of scalpers who are store owners who are doing this. And for this particular story, there's more to it. So obviously, I feel bad, and it sucks that the store owner had his business robbed, but he was open about it and reselling Pokemon cards, and he's scalping out in public. And that has to be covered. We have to expose this. We have to talk about it. And so, end of the day, if you're new to this channel, please join my community. We just hit 8,000 subscribers, and that's a really awesome deal because, full disclosure, I don't have a shop. I don't sell Pokemon cards. I'm not even sponsored. And I just do this because this is my hobby. This is my passion. I care about Pokemon cards. I care about the Pokemon community. I make these videos because I love the community. My channel has blown the fuck up. I had almost 3.5 million views channel-wide, and we have had over like 5,000 subscribers this past year. And I was, all I did was just talk about Pokemon cards, and I talk about how insane the situation is. So if you're inspired, if you enjoy this content, please like, subscribe, and comment. And of course, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching my videos and sharing your stories. I have such a backlog right now. It's insane. I have like 10 stories. People just keep sending me stuff, and that's my promise to you. If it's true, if it's good, if it's stuff that we can talk about, we will talk about on this channel. If it's about scammers, scalpers, resellers, rip and shippers, Pokemon investors, we will cover that story. I promise you. I will do my best. It's gonna take some time. It takes a lot of time to edit, to get the videos, to get the footage together, and obviously I am thankful and I'm humbled that a lot of people support me. And of course, I have to give a shout out to, again, the tippers, the people who support me. You know who you are, guys. I really appreciate you supporting me. And yeah, have a great day, guys. Be safe out there. And I'll see you next time. Take care.